Hello everyone, we're back. Yes. Okay. Let's just get right into it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you uh two quick things. One, I feel this sofa is small. Okay. So I'm gonna enlarge it. I'm gonna make it larger and then we're gonna texture it. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Where is my blender? Open another one for the props. And then we're gonna simply because these are all the props. Hide these. Okay, so this is here. This is our sofa, and this is 32 centimeter, as you can see. Okay, so we need to scale it. 38 is 46. That's fine. I'm just doing the same thing as we saw in the our blocking out episode, right? So we it's almost 45 centimeter height the seat. So I'll select this one and I'll make sure our folder is right. Props, nice. And I'll just export it. So once it's exported, let's come back to our re-import. Okay, right? Because it was looking very small compared to other ones. So now we have it. Just trying to keep it in front of. And if you feel like these are small also, then we can make them larger as well. Okay, so like this is why we set up everything properly, because we it's easy to change everything. I can put this plug in the wall, and you can see there's one thing that says it have double-sided issue. The mesh is not double-sided, so I'm gonna quickly come back here and I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna make it double-sided. It seems so. You come here and you can see face. Select this, Alt and flip. It's circle. So I'm gonna edit, select everything. Let's try recalculate outside. If it fix things, it fix, but not everything. So I'll select this, all these parts which are red. Press Alt N and flip. So these are blue. This will be in the wall, so not an issue. Let's see. And then we have bunch of because there are so many tiny pieces are there, which could be because with all the different smoothing groups it break it apart. So when you download GLTF, it does that. So with the different smoothing group, different material, it break the mesh into different chunks. So if you have We don't want to see this red thingy. Okay, what did we not just do it? Let's do this. No, it did not work. By inverting, we have lesser pieces. This is unnecessary. This is a small part. We should not care too much about it. But why not? If we are headed. Okay, so I will not do it more. Yeah, this is good. And for this, I believe these are meshes, but it is also not right. Let's try here also. Alt and is heavy geometry. We did not fix everything, but let's just go with it. So the carpet, you just export. There is also one thing we can do. We can make a double-sided material as well. Okay, so not issue. That one is slightly heavy using double-sided material. It's not that heavy as using geometry on the both side. Okay, because it's heavy, it's taking time. Okay, so we'll do that later. We check it out. Now there is still. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, gonna do the simple texturing. Okay, so let me get the painter. I think this is gone. I think we'll wait if it comes back. Otherwise, so we have our props in there. So we have living sofa A1, which we will. This one we will texture. I think this will not. Okay, so we have a painter. I think these are already unwrapped. If not, we'll just quickly unwrap it. And living sofa A1. Okay, and nothing much. We just make it 2K. Nothing much here. We should have seen like what texture set it is. So it is good. We renamed it before. So this is our this thing. So what we need to do is here we just quickly make the okay. So we use the default materials. So I'll use metal. So if we have painted, but we don't have any good. So we'll just for now we use this. Okay, we can use painted also, and we have some smart materials. So if we don't have, we have some small materials. Okay, like this one, okay, this fabric. So now fabric, we need to get it right, and for now it whichever is 3, and from here I'm gonna do triplanar, so at least we get. But this something is wrong. It shouldn't, because this have wrong UVs. So let's just go with the UVs for now, because this I was mainly going with this different scale in the UV scale. I don't want to do too much work in there. Let's go 4 tiling. Scale is fine, and we bring in our and we just pick the color. Okay, now we just brighten it up. We just need something to placeholder. So this is good. It match the color. Okay, so this is good. And what we're gonna do, we can keep this up also. Oh wow. Dot. We can change the color. And now we select this and we say black mask, and have we paint that area. That's weird. I think it have bad UVs. Okay, so what we can do in this case, go to UV editing. Okay, select everything, and we have just pack them, and you can go to text intensity, calculate, and simply do. So now for now it should be similar scale, all the elements. Yeah, simply nothing very complicated, just quick stuff. And we were getting 0.8 in there. Now we got it. So now we can simply come in. Okay, and objects. This is nothing biggie. I know you guys already know how to make props, so this is just some quickly doing to showcase that how we can. basically make the proxy. So basically we say like, okay, we are happy with this, and let me just tile. Now let's try if triplanner works. Yeah, triplanner works now. Okay, for smaller, but let's just keep it to UV only. After a point, it stop looking good. So we texture size that is 2K. Okay. So we feel like, okay, this is good and this we are happy with. Now we just simply save it. So now in here, in the props, we make proper folder for this. Okay, so the image of A1. We should have done it before, okay. But for now, leaving sofa A1, and here we save it. Okay, and when we let's copy the path in the living sofa here, and we go to export the textures. Okay, and we set the path. Okay, same. And for the output template, there is Unreal packed. Okay, and what you can do, you can duplicate it. Okay, you can call it my export preset, and then you can rename it. So basically we have texture set named as per the object. We don't want color space or udim, so we remove all of these. MSC actually not needed for this. Mesh name we don't need. This is ORM. This is normal map. This is albedo. ALB. So this is the texture set we have, where you can say PNG 8-bit, good. And when you come back here, and from here you can select my export preset, and the list of export you can check it is doing this. The only thing is we don't have the texture in there. So what we can do, we can do TX. So now when you will go back, see it have like texture, living, sofa, A1, albedo, normal, simply. Okay, so simply from here, rest you don't need to change anything, and you can simply export. Just save it. So now in your folder, you see we have albedo, and this one we can keep in source basically. Okay, if you want, you can keep it in source and keep export folder different. Right, I'm gonna do again now. So come here and create. I'm gonna make new folder called source. Okay, and then make props, living, and the same folder here. So source for living sofa stays here. And the export goes to the other folder which we have here. So I can simply delete now this. Okay. So now we have source folder and source and this, and we export our we can keep our mesh also in there. So our mesh and our texture stays in the same folder. So leaving sofa A1. This we do not need. So this is the mesh and this is the texture. So basically now we can simply replace this in there. We can come back to our folder. So now in the props, everything should be in there. So we did last time, we just did quickly. So we should make living, and in the living, we should have our sofa. And what we can do, we can move it. We say cancel. Okay. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna set it up normally because we already have sofa. And we have in props, and if I go to the sofa, I can click and I can move it here. Okay, this will be like lesser issue than moving the whole thing or replacing the thing. I'll select the texture, I will bring them here. And material we already have, okay, in the textures. So we can use the same material because it have the same texture. So I'm gonna copy here and same drill. I will replace the thing. So open this up. Assign the texture we brought. It's just quick thing, nothing too fancy. We open this up. This already have this texture. Assign it. Okay, and what we did not re-import it, so we re-import it. Okay, so we have our sofa with textures. So this is placeholder. We can polish and we recreate it normally, always. So this is our sofa with textures. So this way we can use already texture came with the props and we polish them. You get them into painter, you polish them, put the details on top, and then just get in there. And that also is possible. You can do that. Okay, so let's continue, and we continue with our more things. So this, like this, there's nothing complicated in this. You just replace all the textures and all the props. Once you have list of, it's better you start doing it from the start. You make the folder for each prop and then you export it in those folders. And when you have the textures for that, you import in export them in the same folder, import it in the folder related to that. So this way you manage the project folder and the naming better. Okay, so like that we need uh, all the props ready. Okay, so this is good. So what I wanted to share, I will, this is basically it for all the painter thing. I will quickly show you how you can polish the texture in designer also. It's a similar process, nothing complicated. I'll come back to our sofa, our in the create source. I will make a folder called textures, and then you can save the substance designer file in there. So which one we wanted to polish way more than anything else? Let me see. Most are good. This matching concrete is concrete, but let's do this brown wood. Okay, which is that is most different than others. So come back to my textures and wall wooden, like this one, and you come designer, you create new graph, file, new graph, simple, and I would name it, copy the name, put the name 2K. Okay, and I'm gonna link sources. Okay, I'm gonna link the 3 textures here. Okay, we got the textures. Let me save it as here. You can create a new folder. I copy this path and I will save as and save. Okay, so now is link. So when you export from here to that folder, so you can do is automatically. So you can right click and export the export the outputs also, or you can simply save it from here as well. So now these are like outputs. Okay, so we don't need in all of them, but there is a really nice method. So you create uh, base material, and you can delete these also. It's okay. And what you can do in here, you can turn on which you want, which you don't. Okay, and you keep all of them if you can keep some of them. So like maybe we want base color, we want normal, we have roughness, metallic, ambient occlusion, height we don't need. Okay, and yeah, so from here you can right click on it and create output nodes, and you say no, we don't want to create hidden one, so it can recreate it even if it's deleted. So for here we base color to base color, normal to normal, and this one is ORM. So we can use RGB split. Okay, and when you connect, now you can individual use this thing. So A, R, and M, and then on the other side, okay, RGB merge, not RGB merge, RGBA merge. What's happening? RGB, keep, and alpha goes to alpha, and from this side you say embed with A, R, M, and then you can create another output from here. So you can create output, and or you can simply export this one also. And you can click here and view outputs in 3D viewport. So now you see this, and if I bring my, it's mostly same, but like if imagine we want to make some changes here, so it's all yours. So you can do hue saturation. Okay, and want to make a little bit yellowish, so I can match it to the table and for the ground. So I'll make it there and slightly reduce the saturation, increase the lightness, because that's what I want to match this with the other one. So reduce a little bit of roughness. Like maybe I say, okay, I'm happy with it. And next, for the roughness, it's very, very dull. I want to make it more shiny. So I will use levels and put into roughness, and let's move. And I will make it overall. And let's not do this. Clamp it overall. Okay, so we have more rough, more shiny surface. And let's see the normal. Normal are fine. We don't need more detail, but you can play with it here also. It's like imagine you want a more prominent. So there is height to normal node. This one. Okay, so you can say you can use roughness also. give it the roughness, and then it give you, but you can use diffuse also. Before you can type grayscale conversion, and you use this in here. Okay, so then this is here, so you can reduce the depth. So like this is, and direct is nice. Now you can normal blend. Okay, you pick one normal and the second normal, and now you can, I think this is background. Okay, so this is here, this is here. This is this require a mask node. Okay, so we can control this how much we want. So let's add it in here and see. Okay, so we got some normal, and if we want to reduce it, we can reduce it. Let's keep this much. So like this is how simply you do this. And to see the, because this is output, you have to see this in here. But what you can do, you just double click in here on the texture. Okay, you save it, and I will go to desktop and textures, and I will go to our wall wooden, and we select PNG, and we replace it. Now similarly do, we double click in here. You can export the outputs simply from here. You can say okay, export output everywhere, because there are so many outputs, right? So you don't want to, so basically you can delete output these outputs, and you keep only 3, and then you can export them. So it's possible. So right now these are all the, and you can change the identifier here, like this is NRM. Okay, so this identifier can change, and then you can pick, see, so this will become the suffix of this thing. So that also you can do, but I like to do this most of the time, is because we have packed texture. And lastly this one. Okay, we done 3 of them, and let's come back to our prop one, and I will turn off this, and let's get to our kitchen, where it is. Okay, it's there. Okay, so now we have so many material on this, so that we need to fix. Okay, so you see this have, so mostly this creamy, for now I will, so you can come to edit mode, and you can click select, and you will know what it is. So this probably we can call it marble, and deselect everything, and you select, this is, again, this can be wooden, so we call it, and because this can be same, like we could do the same counter and this thing, and this is the same, and we select the wooden, and we assign. Okay, and we select, and there is nothing, and you can come to select, and this is bottom, I'll say again, this can be wooden, so you can come out of this, and I will remove these two. Let's keep continuing, select, these are metallic, so we can simply have, call it chrome, like metallic or metallic. I will say chrome is fine. And this is glass. This is also chrome, so I will just simply assign the chrome. This is plastics, kind of. This to cover, let's give it metallic. You can search metal if we have. So we can give it metal painted A1, because this we already have it, so we know we can use that one. And we select again class, again wooden. Okay, cool. And now we can simply remove these unwanted ones. Okay, so we can say here floor marble. Maybe I put the wrong spelling in there, that's why we did not. This one was wall wooden. And we can chrome, let's give it a surface, let's put metal chrome A1. And just a second, okay. And we say maybe it's the surface. We can have simple material also, without any other thing, so that's good. This will work. And now let's just do the same thing here. Okay, you see some of them have already updated, so we can just select. This is wall, and walls. That's it, I think. Select. This is floor marble, nice. And for this, like, we don't want metal painting, we want chrome, metal chrome. Okay, so this is it. Now both of them are so they both are unwrapped already. Right? We can do the same treatment to do these as well. Okay. And I'm gonna just quickly put it on the other side. Because we don't have a refrigerator at the moment, so I'll just place it here. It's there. Okay, looks good. And one more thing, we had this slab on the back, no? So I pressed Alt J, if you're wondering what I did. Okay, rotate C 180-degree, and I will move it here. Okay, so this one will be, let's assign a new one. Let's add another one and assign it to this. And this one is wall tiles. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. And we have these two ready, right? So we can add our tileable texture to these. Just before that, we have to unwrap it, but I will just quickly export them and we'll see how it turned out. Wait, so Unreal here. Okay, so select this one, select this, and select platform. I will re-import them. It's gonna say, yeah, we have renamed. I'll say reset. Yes, reset. See, it's fit perfectly now. Slightly gap in there, but it fit perfectly. Oh, awesome job we did. Maybe we should keep this design only. We can put refrigerator in this corner here. This could be pantry, like where we keep food and stuff. And some places this refrigerator is hidden behind these shelves also. So let's just quickly assign our materials. And you will see sometimes when you have more, let's see if this one have, this all have equal, but sometime when there are more material, they will be shown up here, so then you can quickly delete from here. Okay, so not so you can see that we have named them, we know what we have to assign. And the marble we don't have. Let's quickly go to, let's first assign, we don't have chrome also, and we don't have other thing, but what we have, we will just, wall wouldn't come here. Metal chrome we have, some metal glass we don't have, metal painted we have. Let's just do metal painted. And tiles we have. Okay, and now it's matter of other things. So we need marble, we need glass and chrome, and then we are sorted. And chrome is easy. So you come to material right here. These are master materials. So what we can do this is master material, and then we can have surfaces. Okay, I'll select this one, I move it here. Okay, and surfaces, you create new material. This do not need to be a master material, but you can make master material. So let's we call it metal metal A1. Okay, basically you can change the color of the metal, you can change the other things, and this is glass. Why I created the folder too fast, too furious. Okay, create new material and we call it glass. Okay, let's come to metal. We can duplicate it and do this also. And you press 1 2 3 for creating values. So I press 3 and click, and this is the color. Okay, and we call it convert to parameter, and we call it color. And we give the color to color, and then we give it one, we call it convert to parameter, we call it roughness. We add to roughness, and we can create another one, we call it, and we can give it default value also. So here, if it's not visible, we give default value 0.25, so it's not super shiny, and we call it metallic, metallic, and we put it to metallic, and default value 1. We can give, because this is float, so this will have in between value, but you can have switch also if you want. So metallic is 1, and roughness is here, base color simply, and we give it a color, and this is default value. Okay, and roughness we give nice metallic as well. So these are have default values, and we can achieve, and is by default it is already chrome. Okay, so let's just save it. we can make both type of surfaces from this. Right now we can use textures also in here. We can use texture and then we can blend it with the other things, and the glass is also the same. We don't need it anymore. So what I'm going to do, create material instance, metal chrome I'm going to make it. Okay, and we can keep it here, or we can bring it outside, and we can move that to or whichever we want to do. And let me remove the instance at the end. Okay, so when you open it up, this will have these. Okay, this have color and this values whichever we want, and we already where we want to assign it. So Chrome goes to Chrome, and it did not work or is taking time. What happened? It hangs, so it's assigning, I believe. And here also we have Chrome. Okay, you see it assign on all the areas we have Chrome, which is good. Then we need glass, so what we can do, we can simply duplicate and we call it surface glass. It will not be transparent, we can make transparent one also, and let's do that. I will copy the name because we already made some. We call it glass. Okay, so when you click on this, and here it's opaque. Okay, so you can have it mask, translucent, additive. Okay, so I will say additive, and you will lose these values. So I will name this opacity. Okay, and I will plug into opacity, and I will default, I will give it 0.7. Okay, simply, and this is the color, and you can just simply, and there are other mode also in here. You don't just have additive, you have other alpha. I have this other mask, and mask we use for leaves and every other things, but for now let's just go with it. Slow, very slow. Okay, so we come to our materials, and in surface glass you can change the master material from here. So I will change it to glass, and it will give us that value to play with. Okay, and I will come back, and we have our glass here. I will add it here. Glass. I know it's not best glass in the world. Oh no, this we did not want it. You can click here, you can remove it. Okay, cool. The glass is added there, so you can come inside the glass, and you can change the color, and you can change the opacity simply. Okay. So let's just whatever. It's weird. Something happened. Yeah, it's shown up. Here it is showing, not in here. Maybe because of light. Nope. Okay, we'll see. We'll figure it out later. So we just need you see our sink have a chrome base material, and everything have it, and we just need our marble, and then we just need to fix our unwrap thingy. Okay, and we'll just quickly go over. Hmm, Where is our texture heaven? Marble is not there. What we call the in other words? Not porcelain. I forgot what we what the word, but basically we can simply turn up the roughness on some. It should be there. Like this is very common material, but should they don't have it. Maybe I'm not getting what it is. Indoor. Nope. They don't have marble. It's okay. So yeah, so you can take from Megascans the marble and you can simply assign it here. It's not a biggie, but yeah, so that is there. And for before going in there, I wanted to show you this box unwrap. So what it does when you create this, it create this empty. Okay, it's in here. I think it's by default it is the size, the texture will be of this size, so which perfectly fit our this thing. Okay, so we assign select our thing and you come to your thing, you will see is have UV project, so you assign it to any texture. So now whatever changes you make, it's gonna keep updating the UVs. So I will quickly select these again and I'm gonna export these. So it's the same as UV projection box mapping, but it is live, right? It do it on the go, so you can keep making changes in your asset. And re-import. You see, so we have our the seams are gone and everything. And now if you feel like okay this is too big for it, you select the box, this thing, and you scale it down. So that's gonna basically make the tile double. Okay, so it's gonna tile more. And I know we need to tile these one vertical as per the wood mapping, but it's not possible with the projection. You have to manually do it on these, where you can apply those UVs and you can rotate it in there. So you can select like imagine you say okay I'm happy with this thing, so you can apply this, control A to apply, and then I can come to UV editing. I will select all these longer ones where we had the issue, and they might be somewhere. Select on them, rotate them, and let's just export them. Let's see how it looks. Export it, come back, you re-import it. See, so it's updated on that direction. So yeah, so this is pretty much it, guys. So for the demo, I believe, and so you can this can keep you up and running. Okay, so is if you want to see detail and want me to work on there, join the bootcamp. The link is here. And yeah, so other than that, I'm enjoying the process, this one, very much. And what you can do, you can uh, basically decide if you want to join. You are more than welcome, and and you come here in there, and there is the demo if which you signed up, which will be still active, and you can simply sign up for the bootcamp full one, or you want to go the half. You click here, and there is like more details. You can pay the first installment or in the full. It's all up to you. So if you wish to join, if enough people join, I will continue detailing the scene, because that motivates me. That will motivate me to work on the things. So then I'm very happy with the blocking out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this as my portfolio piece. So, and I'm gonna from next week onwards, I'm gonna do multiple of these things. So we're gonna do multiple different scenes. I will pick my own scene, right? So if you want to suggest a scene, join the bootcamp, and we will select your scene and then work on it. And if you are not sure, you can go to the channel, and you will see there is already planned. So this time we're gonna make this. This video was published, so I'm gonna re-record it, and we're gonna do the organic environment this time. Okay, so yeah, so this is it basically, and we are done with the this session, and there are Q&A session happening, and this will also happen regularly. So yeah, there is the 2 session for now. Yeah, do join and have fun, and join the bootcamp demo if you want to see the detailed work, because support me, support you. Yeah, so I hope you had fun, and you got the clarity how to start with the environment, mm, and you will build something. And if you haven't already, you can come again, you can come to here, and you can in the bottom, you can join the Discord server here and join it, and then post your what you are working on there, and ask for feedback. We'll be happy to give feedback there. But for the bootcamp demo, this was the last episode. I hope you learned a lot from this, and I wish you a luck for your environment and happy environment art. Cheers, bye, take care, and see you in the next one.